Would Liam Neeson return as Brian Mills in a Taken 4 movie? Let's face it, we're all thinking about it. Liam Neeson's journey to action stardom started with the Taken franchise, where he plays a retired CIA agent named Brian Mills. In the first movie, Brian travels to Paris to save his daughter from a human trafficking ring, and we watched him showcasing his tough and heroic side. After the success of the first film, Neeson reprised his role in Taken 2, where Brian's captured and his daughter must rescue him and a mother. Despite initially saying Taken 2 would be the end, Neeson returned for Taken 3, where Brian's framed for his ex-wife's murder, leading to more action-packed drama. Despite the franchise's popularity, Taken 4 hasn't been made yet. Neeson stated in 2016 that there wouldn't be another Taken film, and there hasn't been any recent news about it. While some reports suggested a fourth movie was in the works, nothing's been confirmed, so for now it seems like Taken 4 might not happen after all. Even though nothing's certain, the Taken series is so flexible that a fourth movie could explore various new directions. The ending of Taken 3 shows Brian's growth as a character when he chooses not to kill Stuart, following his daughter's advice, and allows him to be arrested. While this was a satisfying end to Brian's story, it wasn't definitive enough to end the franchise permanently. In a sequel, Brian could be pulled back into action by a new crisis, and the third film demonstrated that the series doesn't have to stick to the kidnapping formula. Alternatively, the fourth movie could revisit the original premise, with Neeson's character going on a mission to rescue someone important from criminals. Considering Neeson's comments about the series, Taken 4 might even consider a new lead character in place of Neeson. The Taken franchise made a bold move to the small screen in 2017, introducing Clive Standen as a younger Brian Mills. Despite being set in modern times, the TV series served as a gripping origin story for the beloved character from the movies. It delved into Mills' early days, showcasing his quest for vengeance after his sister's tragic death and offering a glimpse into his covert CIA past. Initially, the show garnered strong ratings, but excitement waned as the first season unfolded. Season 2 attempted a daring overhaul, bringing in a new showrunner and revamping the cast, retaining only Standen and Jennifer Beals. However, despite these efforts, viewership continued to decline, leading to the show's cancellation after just 2 seasons. While the end of the TV series didn't close the door on a Taken 4 movie, it underscored a crucial point. Fans seemed less enthusiastic about the franchise without Liam Neeson leading the cast. It became evident that Neeson's presence was key to captivating audiences, leaving the possibility of a future installment less likely. When the trailer for the NBC TV adaptation of Taken was released, fans of the action-packed franchise were super excited about the potential for a fourth film. The original movies, led by Liam Neeson, have followed a familiar formula of daring rescues from dangerous criminals. Despite the somewhat repetitive nature of the plot, audiences have consistently flocked to theatres for each installment, drawn by Neeson's charismatic performance. The franchise has also been praised for its ability to deliver high-octane action on a relatively modest budget, ensuring healthy profits. In 2015, Neeson hinted at the possibility of Taken 4, citing his eagerness to reunite with Forrest Whitaker, his co-star from Taken 3. However, recent indications suggest that Neeson may have had a change of heart. It appears that the actor is no longer keen on revisiting the role of Brian Mills for another installment, dashing the hopes of fans eagerly awaiting a fourth film. In an interview on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Liam Neeson put any hopes of a Taken 4 to rest. When asked about the possibility of another installment in the franchise, Neeson didn't mince words, bluntly stating, "No, there's not. There are only so many times your daughter can be taken. Actually, if we do have another, it will be, please can you take my daughter?" For those who are growing weary of seeing Neeson reprise his role as Brian Mills, this news might come as a relief. However, die-hard Taken fans might not want to abandon all hope for a fourth film just yet. It's worth remembering that Neeson had also dismissed the idea of another Taken film back in 2013, even going as far as to call the storyline of a potential Taken 3 insulting to both the audience and himself. Yet, just over a year later, Taken 3 hit theatres, albeit with a plot that shifted away from kidnapping theme and leaned more towards a story of Mills clearing his name, like 1993's The Fugitive. Will there be a Taken 4? According to Liam Neeson, the answer is a definitive no. However, in Hollywood, nothing is ever set in stone, especially with lucrative franchise films. Neeson has also mentioned his intention to retire from action roles by around 2017. The possibility of a Taken reboot remains on the table, particularly if the NBC prequel series gains traction. Should a reboot happen, it's unlikely that Neeson would reprise his role as Brian Mills. Speculation about potential replacements like Chris Pratt have already begun circulating. For now, fans of the franchise will have to be content with the existing films and the upcoming NBC series. Given the franchise's track record of success, it's not hard to imagine Fox wanting to continue the film's series. As history's shown, a lot can change in a short amount of time, so the possibility of another Taken installment might not be entirely out of the question just yet. In Taken, we're introduced to Brian Mills, a retired CIA operative trying to reconnect with his daughter Kim, played by Maggie Grace, after a divorce from his ex-wife Lenore, played by Famke Janssen, who's remarried into wealth. Despite the strained relationship, Brian deeply cares for Kim and wants to protect her, especially when she expresses a desire to travel to France with a friend. Brian, aware of the dangers in the world due to his CIA background, is initially hesitant about Kim's trip. However, Lenore pressures him into allowing it, leading to a reluctant agreement from Brian. He sets strict rules for Kim to follow, emphasizing the need for frequent check-ins and communication to ensure her safety. This dynamic sets the stage for the central conflict of the film, as Brian's worst fears are realised when Kim and a friend are abducted in Paris. Brian's training and skills are put to the test as he goes on a relentless mission to rescue his daughter from human traffickers, showcasing his determination and resourcefulness in the face of overwhelming odds. No matter what, this movie put us all on the edge of our seats. Now, imagine a world where Liam Neeson's Brian Mills from the Taken series is on a mission to find a missing dog. Sounds absurd, right? Well, that's exactly what happened in a hilarious spoof trailer for Taken 4 on Jimmy Kimmel Live. In this spoof, Neeson reprises his role as the retired CIA operative, but instead of saving his family from kidnappers, he's helping Guillermo Rodriguez find his lost pup Paco. The trailer plays on the familiar Taken formula, with Neeson delivering his iconic, threatening lines humorously and exaggeratedly. While Taken 4 may never be a real movie, the spoof trailer is a fun twist on the franchise that fans are sure to enjoy. As Liam Neeson continues to dominate the action genre, questions arise about the future of his career, particularly with the Taken series. Despite criticisms of Taken 3's editing, the film still raked in $327 million globally, indicating a solid fanbase. However, Neeson's recent streak of similar action films has raised doubts about his drawing power, especially at 71 years old. While actors like Tom Cruise and Michelle Yeoh have shown age is no barrier to action, there's a limit to audience suspension of disbelief. Neeson's potential return for Taken 4 could hinge on a fresh script and innovative direction. Considering his age, it might be time for Neeson to explore roles outside action, such as in Terry Gilliam's The Defective Detective, which offers a new challenge and potentially refreshingly revives his career. In a departure from his usual action fare, Liam Neeson shines in Finbar Murphy, a gripping tale of redemption and conflict, set against the backdrop of 1974 Ireland. Neeson plays Finbar Murphy, a hitman for hire, tired of a life filled with regrettable choices, seeks solace and retirement in the tranquil town of Glenconkeel. However, the piece is short-lived as the spectre of sectarian violence looms large over the country, even reaching the shores of Glenconkeel. When a group of fugitives, including the formidable Dorian McCann, played by Kerry Condon, seek refuge in the town, Murphy's forced to confront his past and decide how far he'll go to protect his newfound community. Finbar Murphy stands out from Neeson's recent string of action films, focusing instead on character development and storytelling over spectacle. Neeson's portrayal of Murphy is nuanced and compelling. Supported by a strong cast including Cole Meany and Naim Cusack, Finbar Murphy is a refreshing change of pace for Neeson and a testament to his versatility as an actor. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.